What's up, Pom-Pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou La Fu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going? Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony.
Well, things aren't getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
Why not think about it this way? Our trailblazing expeditions are turning into blast expeditions!
Blast? Expedition?
Yeah! Wherever we go, we eat, play, and have a blast!
So we should leave March behind to take care of the Express?
Hey! That's not what I meant! I'm all for...
The Xianzhou Luofu has recently overcome a crisis by holding the war dance there, demonstrating to everyone that they've...
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony!
No need to worry. The war dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. Aside from Starskiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the...
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal...
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron...
Aw, so that means we're not...
Being an adult means maintaining relationships. Whether we like it or not, March. Since we've been in so... Everyone to the Xianzhou Luofu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron Mei and fulfill our promise.
What do you two think? I don't hear...
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to work...
Himiko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Danheng, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Luofu, right?
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so. Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling... since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Coming back to this place brings back so many... hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. This time we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to... Quite unusual, I must say.
I agree.
Is the Starskiff Haven always this crowded? There's so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Yanqing said General Jing Yuan sent him to welcome us, but where is he?
There you are. Everyone, this way. Hey, everyone. It's been a while.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you.
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit...
we've only been away for a few months.
Long time no see!
It's been a while.
Oh, you've come along too, Mr. Danheng. Sorry for the delay. With the upcoming war dance and the Starskiff Haven being so busy, things are a little hectic.
Seriously, I've never seen the Luofu so...
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven...
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who, with the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Luofu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer... Yeah, the Xianzhou Yaoqing is a major force in hunting down abominations, and is always engaged in conflicts across the cosmos. Although it's but Madame Wukong from the Skyfaring Commission mentioned that the Yaoqing always sends back reports of great victories. I heard General Feixiao of the Yaoqing is a young and dauntless lady. My peers say that she's like a goddess of war, capable of... If only I could witness her prowess with my own...
By the way, Yanqing, we're...
I'm sorry for talking your ear off.
It's funny. I agree.
All units, assemble quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
I just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need...
We'll go with...
Watch out for this!
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him. Borisin? Why are there Borisin here? This ends now.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Unworthy of my fleeting light, roaring flood.
Your end approaches.
Serious, huh?
Unworthy of my a blade of moonlight.
Not good. Thanks for the help?
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
Wait! My sword! I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
While we appreciate your rescue, my Xianzhou friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your...
But this shipment isn't even meant for the Luofu. And it's...
According to the protocol, all cargo...
But we didn't officially...
Looks like this argument... Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
It's my fault. We let our guard down.
With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, according to the protocol, Borisin prisoners should be held on a star skiff and taken directly to the Shackling Prison under strict...
Please don't blame this, Captain. This incident
Who are you?
I'm Liu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation... Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving, and the Juming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borisin pirates and imprisoned them on...
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin near the Luofu.
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. The Juming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the pass. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the star skiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borisin desperados decided to put up a fight before the prison...
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the Shackling Prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's... maybe I should gather more...
Oh, you look much mature now, Yanqing.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by...
What are those people? I mean...
Yeah, those werewolf monsters are known as Borisin. The Borisin have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. And their presence has faded over the years.
According to that officer.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Boris... Well, enough with the chit-chat. The General... I'd love to chit-chat a little... Thank you, but... by the way...
I doubt she didn't. Perhaps she's around here?
All right, let's...
Don't worry.
There sure are a lot of...
How time flies.
It's been a long journey, Elder Huaiyan. Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention...
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my... All is well when you have friends coming from afar. Allow me to introduce you to General Huaiyan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Juming.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here.
Elder Huaiyan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you.
It's my honor to meet you. General Huaiyan.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the... So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jing Yuan? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7th, and him. Without their help, I'm afraid the law...
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Lawfu and will attend the war dance.
You're more than welcome.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Lawfu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yunli.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other?
What a coincidence!
Oh?
She helped me capture the escaped Borisin.
Your flying sword? Oh.
Yes, it is.
Nope. That one
won't do?
You want your sword back, right? As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borisin prisoner. But unfortunately, its owners agitated... By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it...
Hold on a sec, Yunli. You... What did you just...
If you just step, with all due respect...
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing?
Yanqing.
Well, that's more like it. Hey! Who's such?
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. Well, everyone, I'll find another chance to...
That's so kind of you.
Please forgive me for
You needn't apologize.
All right, Yunli.
Yeah.
Yanqing, once you've helped our guests get settled, see if you can...
I'm on it. This is the report Xianzhou just... Looks like the General has given me a tough challenge. Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn... It's just, you know... well...
It is the Lawfu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intention.
You're overthinking it, Jing Yuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's... However, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter... So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Lawfu. As for the Merlin's Claw, she has come specifically for you. Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet?
That's not true, General Huaiyan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
You must be the messengers from the...
We are Jiaoqiu and Moze, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than...
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jing Yuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huaiyan. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize.
Drat, I forgot to ask. No need to bother. The Juming envoys. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the general seemed a little reserved.
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Juming was actually the Arbiter General himself.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so...
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jing Yuan.
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. Maybe they've come to hold Jing Yuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter League?
Don Shu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the Plague Mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it once the spark of suspicion is kindled? The General must have had that in...
What was I thinking?
I was so excited. I thought those are... By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Juming...
An alchemist from the Juming...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Don, the General is under...
Come on. Did I...
Miss March is right. Still, I'll do my best to follow it.
He looks like...
this...
no worries. Hey, who's bragging?
Well, since you're willing to have...
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people? I think I get it now.
But I am trying...
Ugh, that toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I...
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Committee, but straight up snatching IPC
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. Keep detaining my cargo and I'll... Don't think you can possibly convince staying on the Xianzhou, are you?
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings...
Trouble caused by the IPC?
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I was sent here to deal with the...
As you know, this IPC... And this is Mr. Skott.
So, you're Skott. I've heard him mention you.
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this for...
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you...
Then why did you bring the cargo to the artisan ship?
Listen here.
Even if there are dangerous items...
But you'll have to stay and...
I understand.
In most cases, we don't.
Biological tissue?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the...
The Alliance's regulation.
Oh, really? Fine!
This Mr. Skott seems... I heard how you helped Aramali. The IPC represent...
What are you guys whispering about?
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. but...
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4,
the Alliance can sign a non-disclosure agreement with you. That way, you won't have to worry about any infringements, right?
We can sign a mutually acceptable non-disclosure.
well, that makes sense, but how can we trust... Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these...
Don't underestimate Xianzhou technology. Even if they need to...
Yeah, go ahead and brag about their skills. After all, you're... But I'm different. I'm an IPC member. Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs...
According to the principle of territoriality, since your vessel is...
Indeed. According to Article 27 of the Xianzhou Legal Code...
My synesthesia beacon must not be working, because I have no...
Simply put, if you insist on hindering the inspection...
Confiscate it? How can you see...
If this were pure point, and incoming cargo posed a safety risk...
That's true. But the IPC... We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC...
Everyone has their own set of rules. Now that you're on their turf...
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm on the Xianzhou, but if I violate the... Well, you guys sure know how to... Fine. I'll allow you to do the security and...
So, Mr. Skott, are you just stalling...
Well, IPC staff...
Yeah, you've got some insight there.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha.
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new cauldron master assigned here from the Xian...
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do. It's fine, Mr. Skott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well...
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't...
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only our ship will leave in a few days...
Your ship can leave whenever you want. According to the import and export regulation signed between the Xianzhou... Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, normally it'll only take around 40...
Only?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of...
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm, while you may not care about...
Sure thing, Mr. Skott. You seem pretty confident that your career...
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection. Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for. Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that.
And you're still as annoying as ever.
This lady is... Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC!
Turn it off! How unexpected. That was a surprise.
Savor it in my place.
damage.
Your end approaches.
Lance at the ready.
Forget your walk.
Stand down and I'll...
Detecting damage.
A blade of moonlight. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
I will dispatch you by my...
They're not your bucket.
Defend the weak. Lance ablaze.
Flaming lance. Forward.
Too little.
Look at me, man.
Detecting damage.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock?
I had no idea about it.
I don't think trying to shift the blame.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving.
Enough. Miss Shikue, please escort our IPC guest to the...
I'm on it. Please follow.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological... I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it...
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the...
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borisin attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Committee. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to... As for you, Mr. Craftsman... I had a feeling that the IPC members would...
I should thank you for saving my life. I thought the General's retainers were all burly... Yeah, exactly. As for you, you must be the guy... It's still early. And you three are coming too.
I'm here to pay my...
News is spreading pretty fast.
All these years. And the view at the Alchemy Commission, the tides come and go.
You're a Lofu native, Miss...
Yes. I grew up... It's kind of sad.
The view here would be even better without the...
Oh, really?
Even if it's impressive...
Well, once a seed is planted, in my humble opinion, the rebirth of the My bad. Well, since you went through the entire...
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingsha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and, honestly,
The Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to...
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider. Just like the Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from the...
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years.
I see. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the ambrosial arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong, just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the 30 years ago. My mentor served as Alchemy Commission's cult. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself. Alas, why is your face turning? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford. Lingsha, you're back! I've been waiting ages. Yunli, why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
What a smart... You stole my sword! Give it back!
I see. But why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or...
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your now that I see you again, I realize your sword was...
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave... You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure. I can give it back to you now, but I'll...
Fine! You don't have to give it back.
But which general should I call?
Between these two, who do you think is... It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely... Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here. I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, I've received reports that the... Clearing up...
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations.
Oh, it's so heartwarming to... Ever since the disciples of... If you want a contest, Lingsha, as always. It's...
That's really thoughtful.
So, are you both... Ugh. Looks like... Let me say it again. Be careful when you draw your swords. Can we start now, Lingsha?
Broken sword.
Strike with heart!
You impede the fight. Is set.
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to his sword to actually have some skill.
A one-time enemy.
Clouds, cleave the path! You've got style with those moves, but you're not striking where it counts. It's such a shame to see you misuse your sword like that.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Fail to send you.
One-time enemy. Blade in flight!
Lance at the ready.
A blade's edge knows no. That paradise may be unreachable. Savor it in my place.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
It descends with might!
Nowhere to run!
Fracture!
You impede.
Strike with heart! Time for some sword play! Blade in flight!
It descends with might!
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward! I'm on guard.
Strike with heart!
Unworth fleeting light, roaring flood. A blade of moonlight. All will be revealed. in lunar flame. Ready for...
I win! Why don't you just give me back my sword? So consider yourself lucky that I'm not interested in your rusty...
All you did was chop down a... If you think you can just take this sword from...
Young friends. However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength.
Who are you?
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will. I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the War Dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper...
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and I, we were...
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords, and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Feixiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady? Feixiao? Grandpa always talks about you.
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Law Fu, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the Great General.
Great General? Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Law Fu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals. Sounds much better, right?
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Feixiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet? Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or am I...
This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Feixiao. Oh, by the way, Miss Lingsha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those personal...
Thanks for stepping in, General Feixiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you...
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me. Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So,
it appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Law Fu is
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Law Fu could be in a world of...
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two...
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of it.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now. Anyway.
Are you treating General Jing Yuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Law Fu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the...
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me...
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you.
Well, life and death, Jiaoqiu. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire. You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Enjoy some tasty food. So...
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen.
Hey! Was that the... I mean, when Yunli swung...
Mine too.
You think so too, right?
I agree. I was talking about Yen.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is I've had my fair share of defeat.
Don't underestimate yourself.
I see. Thanks.
I bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the...
I really don't want to get caught up.
Would you like me to relay your message?
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder Huaiyan. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Huxuan. She's been summoned to the Yuchue for questioning. But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty. There are fools who don't. But I've seen enough failures in my time.
So, General Feixiao of the Yanqing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the
No.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Laofu. But the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Feixiao's questioning. The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huaiyan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intention? As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Feixiao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned. Oh, by the way. Yes, it's this case. There will be numerous contests. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior. I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword... I've been wondering, who would be worthy of such a sword? Moreover, I hear that Yanqing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing...
Thank you for your general...
If you want to give me a sword...
You've got confidence, my girl. But I don't think you can best Yanqing.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Yeah, and even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up...
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air.
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be...
Not to be rude or anything.
While you both seem... We don't know who the...
How does that make...
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills, and I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Well, Elder Huaiyan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless.
Huh? Who?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested.
Oh, wait. Are you serious? Why am I being dragged in?
Things are already complicated enough as they are.
He strikes like lightning. As for Miss March...
I appreciate your kind word. Plus, I heard that each sword...
That's considerate.
Looks like March's curiosity.
The whole point...
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you...
General, I haven't graduated yet.
So you're admitting...
Yanqing. Teaching in a...
I see, General.
Now that Yanqing has agreed to...
It's up to...
At least that way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Hey, I've never... Then I'm on board.
Great. Starting tomorrow, Yunli and I will head up...
You're too kind. General Huaiyan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked... I think we strayed off topic.
Yeah. I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yunli and I suddenly become Miss March's sword play?
Because General Huaiyan wants us to stick around on the Luofu for some time. But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists since the crew's actions were and he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yunli into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two.
Elder Huaiyan is... My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Feixiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have.
Don't worry, General.
Thank you.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden. As the Luofu ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me? And for so long, too? It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Feixiao.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Wukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yaoqing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Luofu's Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a... Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day.
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who's...
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Kaqiu?
Jiaoqiu. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Huaiyan are here as your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the...
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. Although the report from the Luofu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express... As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, the Luofu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts it is for these reasons. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. The Luofu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lum. Unfortunately, for long-life species, enduring through the age...
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose.
Hoolay? You mean that Hoolay? The Borisin...
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou...
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the Abominations, aiming to achieve... Given the situation on the Luofu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hoolay's imprisonment. That's why I was sent here, to reassure...
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. However, someone had already been...
Our people?
No, neither. Wukong, have you heard of a person named Ron May?
still feeling sleepy.
Did I oversleep? Where did March and Donham go?
Think you'd get away with your crime by pretending to be a waiter?
You haven't forgotten about our promise to General Huaiyan, have you?
Hey, why are you blushing, Master?
This is, the first time... Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind... I promised General Huaiyan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do...
Fine. A promise is...
Great! That's the spirit.
March is in your hands now, yet.
Donhung, do you even... buy the...
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden.
Seriously? It's the first day, and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back?
Master Yunli!
Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret?
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. As the host, I'll be...
Stand aside, rookie. Quickly. Over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship.
What's this?
Sword practice requires precise...
You're awesome, Master...
See? See?
Actually,
Huh? You have a gift for me
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to custom...
Thank you, Master Yanqing!
Bet you did.
The real competition?
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird? So what do you think, Masters? Does this outfit...
Perfect. I chose it carefully.
All right, let's get started with the training.
Wait.
Well, I heard you. Come on. Step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements, so we can decide where to start.
If you're ready, let's begin. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then I apologize.
I could take 10 of you. Please have some tea, Masters.
Pay close attention, Miss March. Luofu swordplay is all about being swift, agile in your movements.
Yes,
you! Ignore him. Strength is everything.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Right on time.
like this, polished.
Well done! Time for some swordplay. Blade in flight! How many of my moves can you block?
I'm starting to get the hang of it. I'll melt it all down.
Strike with heart!
That's how a true master does it. With a true heart and focused mind. Here I come. Run, mountains, fall!
Right on time. The outcome lies within the self.
Yes, you!
for some sword play! Blade in flight!
I could take 10 of you! Pardon my manners.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
To Earth! It descends with might! Yes, you!
A one-time...
Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, eating less calm. What's this?
A one-time...
What are you mumbling about?
Isn't this, sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool?
Right on time.
Clouds, cleave the path! Pulverizing sword strike! I get it now! I could take tall right! Check out this move! Yes, you!
Miss March has quick hands and a flex...
However, she lacks...
Given the situation,
her strength. Seriously.
I could ask you the same...
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses.
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths. Theorist!
Hey, it's only...
But it does matter.
Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, as for me, one of them is Yanqing, the boy we've all met before. Both masters are super strict. I tried to drag him into this, but he refused. Still, I didn't let the thanks to their guidance. Looking forward to your reply.
Well done.
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Just you wait and see. I'll show off my skills in the ring and win a match. I'll make both of
you... March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing?
Oh, shut up.
It's all thanks to your...
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on...
Oh, let me see. Which sword is the most...
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill.
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we...
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of...
Why are you two arguing?
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Luofu and Zhuming generals were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason... Tomorrow is the...
This is Mr. Jiaoqiu.
Ah, got it.
Sorry for the misunderstanding.
If you know nothing about martial arts...
Well, from my professional experience, cleavers, it's like your sword teaching methods. For example, golden eggplant. Well, it's just a metaphor.
So...
I'm a healer, seeing the way you're looking at...
Why is this guy suddenly getting...
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine?
No.
This is called...
Is it poison?
Well, it depends on how... Increase the dose, or the... This thing can save lot...
That may...
Hey, why the insults?
Seems like you get real...
Picture this. Two in the throes of combat, where life and death surviving the battlefield.
Perhaps you've underestimated...
Well.
When I was appointed as the ringmaster for the war dance, I asked the general, "We Cloud..." And this is how the general replied. "To unsheath your sword in a ring is no different than on the battlefield, as your sword reveals the might of all Cloud Knights. The war dance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue and forge alliances from all over the cosmos."
That's quite an insightful statement, Yanqing. Well, my apologies for being so short-sighted, hearing you speak so highly.
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go. I'll give you it.
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the Sky Splitter.
What's up, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
No, it's nothing.
Do you see that airship in the distance?
It doesn't look all that impressive from...
The Sky Splitter is actually a decommissioned Luofu military vessel. People, tomorrow, when the bell rings, since I was a kid, I've been I understand that even in the thick of battle, each day, I could feel myself getting stronger. But then, I faced a really tough opponent. And just one slash shattered my confidence into 1,000 pieces. After that, I had to pick up... I often ask myself, why do I wield my sword? While the general could teach me the art of swordplay, he couldn't teach me why I should keep on. But after talking with you, Mr. Jiaoqiu, I think, as a member of the Cloud Knights and the general's apprentice, I've had a weight on my shoulders. But when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of everything. That's why I wield...
Oh, Yanqing. So young, yet so grown up.
Age doesn't really matter.
I get it. Looks like all the kids on the Luofu live tough lives.
It's not polite to ask a girl her age.
I'm not asking your age.
You don't talk like a cook. Well, I don't have a dream like Yanqing.
Sounds like that mind of yours is just filled with...
I bet you've got nothing. My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Zhuming. Because of his foolishness, many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged. Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands. So, whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them.
Hey, what do you mean by an
I see. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to...
What happened, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
Oh. Nothing, judging from my profession. Well, we've seen the Sky Splitter and toured the Stargate.
What?
It's getting late, miss. By the way, Yanqing.
Actually...
I understand.
Seriously?
Why don't we...
What? You...
You know, for some reason... All right. I'll take...
Just shut up, Red Fang! This is not a beast. You willingly donned the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission, dedicating yourself to our glory. I'm doing my best, all right? When the guns go off tomorrow, all eyes will be on it. How's that? Who's there?
Who are you guys?
An impromptu inspection. Why are there outsiders loitering in...
Hey, kids, didn't your parents ever tell you to stay away from the Stargazer, Navalia? I know it's an automated facility, but it doesn't mean you can just break in and...
Sorry. I'll take...
Big sis! Let's go!
Huh? Ever hunt planes? Yeah, sure.
Shuha! You should have let me. Shh, the overhaul is done, and everything looks good. We should leave.
Could you repeat what you just said, Yanqing?
What did I say?
Big shit.
Come on.
Yeah, anyone could see that. That pink-haired fox tried to say something. I'm pretty sure he sent...
I knew that from the beginning.
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize me.
What? Is he famous on the law?
You have a point.
A Cloud Knight, a member from the Skyfaring Commission, and a craftsman. I have a feeling that if we follow my lead and be...
Never mind who they...
Don't get too close, Miss March!
We should have just killed those lowly beasts. Those little brats won't take up much space. There are boxes all over this. Cut the theatrics, Brulok. Even the slightest slip-up. So where are we heading next?
To check the freight skiffs. We've got a lot of weapons, supplies. We've got to...
So, are they...
I have no clue. But they... Just hang in there.
Let's just put the cargo here for now, all right? Lord Moktok said that as soon as we're done, we're to board the freight.
Don't worry, I've changed this.
Isn't just me. Don't be so paranoid.
Looks like they're planning to escape on the skiff since they keep talking about their plans. But where...
They're definitely up to something bad.
Tread softly. Breathe quietly.
Something doesn't smell right. Looks like those...
Why are they coming back? Looks like they're planning to... They keep talking about...
They're definitely up to something bad. Wait, they disappeared. Let's catch up to them.
What? Watch out! They're on high alert! Looks like they're planning. Watch out! They're on high alert! Watch out! They're on high alert!
I knew. Looks like the.
Why are they coming? Looks like they're planning to escape. Did he spot us? Quickly, hide! Watch out! They're on high alert! Did he spot us? Quickly, hide! Watch out! They're on high alert!
Don't be so paranoid. We're running out too hard. I'm coming.
We're leaving. Did he spot us? Quickly, hide! Watch out! They're on high alert! Did he spot us? Quickly, don't get too close, Miss March! They might spot you! What are they up to? They're all wearing official.
Never mind who they are.
Look at this. A freight star skiff with enough room to fit at least 20 of my men. Once we're past the checkpoint, there will be beast ships waiting. Lord Moktok is ready. The revival of our ancient...
What did he just say? Beast ships?
Who's there? It's those brats! I told you to get rid of them, but you didn't listen, you idiot! Wipe them all out!
Borisin?
Adusa! Die, you lowly beast!
Well timed. I will dispatch the fight. Is set. That paradise may be unreachable from savor it in my place.
I'm on guard.
Fracture!
Better not underestimate me!
Unworthy of my time. Fleeting light, roaring flood. A blade of moonlight.
How is this possible? How did these...
They're not Foxians at all. They revealed their true form. They're Borisin, just like the bandits I defeat.
Wait, that means...
Well, how did the Borisin manage to...
It's not just a simple disguise of wearing our clothing and shaving their whiskers. They're somehow able to alter their appearance. They even have official IDs for the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, and even the Cloud Knights? Let me check this fake Cloud Knight's tag. Maybe it'll give us Lu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad? Wait!
What's the matter?
I encountered a patrol officer named Lu Jun before. It was a few weeks ago when we were They can forge official identities and move around the Xianzhou without raising suspicion. Oh no.
Even worse. If you find one cockroach on...
There are more Borisin hiding on the Xianzhou. I bet their plan is much bigger than just stealing information. We've got to report this to the Seat of Divine Force.
I am glad to finally meet you in person, guests from the Astral Express. I'm Feixiao, the general of the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Let me introduce our guest to you. The one dressed in green.
He's the reincarnation of Imbibiter Lune, and the person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about you. Outside the reports from the Law Fu, the Skyfaring Commission of the Yaoqing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to meet you face to face for reasons that I'm sure General Jing Yuan has explained. Straight to the point. I like it. According to General Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds, and the Alliance has been keeping an eye on them. But no one expected them to join hands with the remnants of the Abundance. The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, it was quite different from the Ruin Legion's usual style of destroying life wherever they go. While I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. Let me be clear. The questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts. So...
Please go ahead, General. But keep in mind we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps you already have the answers to your questions in your heart.
You have a clever tongue. I like it.
The Merlin's claw is quite articulate. Right now, her intentions...
Let's cut to the chase. Before the crisis struck, the Astral Express was... However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron Hunter's reputation.
Rumor has it that Elio, the leader, he foresaw that the Xianzhou and the Express would have important roles to play in the war.
General Jing Yuan believes in this prophecy too. Could it be because one of the Stellaron Hunters is...
Please be cautious with your words, Merlin's Claw.
I'm simply bringing up the doubts. Let's move on to the next question. The reports suggest that But here's the thing. Don Shu was just a chief alchemist.
If the Luofu hadn't exiled Danheng, leaving the Vidyadhara with no lead...
And Vibrator Lune was...
I was concerned about the safety of my companion.
But he returned. According to the report, Lord Ravager Fentilia, she disguised herself as an amica...
Fentilia is one of the Heliobi, the energy life forms that once...
Just as he said. When the Ambrosial Arbor resurrected...
If Elder Huaiyan accepts the explanation... Well, it appears that you are still unable to give explanations for generals. I am finished.
So, what do you think?
The two nameless have been honest in their answer. However, the three questions I posed earlier. First, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus grew. Second, you believed in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy and entrusted. Third, you insist on holding the war.
Merlin's Claw.
From the moment I walked in, I made...
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were... As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe... And as for the war dance, do you think I'm unaware of the risks? However, risks...
Just as I expected from our sophisticated divine foresight. But, unfortunately, ever since the report was submitted, the Alliance has...
So what are your thoughts?
As a fellow Arbiter General, personally, I think all these rumors are meaningless drivel. Just as what happened on the Xianzhou...
You mean... the Xianzhou...
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that Borisin are...
An entity?
According to the report, this entity... isn't actually a Borisin. That's right. You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. I've always had faith in my instinct.
What's in this place?
General Jing Yuan, you are... And for that, I'll have to ask... No, I'm not imprisoning you.
I'm okay with that.
Your willingness to help...
Then.
Oh, there's one...
So...
Exactly. Hoolay is locked up in the Luofu's Shackling Prison.
It makes sense to have the...
And as for Hoolay, I'll send my lieutenants Jiaoqiu and Moze to check... Do you actually believe in the Stellaron Hunter's...
Yes, I do.
You're definitely a unique individual. I hope you'll walk alongside the ring.
I'm really sorry about all this. I'll call for a messenger to...
As you wish, General.
As General Jing Yuan requested, everything is prepared for your arrival, and I am here to receive you. The judges had...
The Shackling Prison.
Danheng.
Don't worry about me.
If you're ready, I'll open the gate for you. Well, technically, the Shackling Prison is spread out.
What are you looking at?
The Shackling Prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely...
Whether it's in the clouds or underwater, breaking free would still be a piece of...
Still thinking about your old jailbreak tricks, huh? Forget it. You're free now.
You'll see me again in just a few days.
Taking Hoolay back to the Yaoqing means a lot to the Foxian.
Guests, my name is Xueyi, and I'm here on orders from the Incarceration Division of the Ten Lords Commission.
We're Jiaoqiu and Moze. General Feixiao sent us to extradite. We're here to inspect the conditions of his imprisonment and make preparations for the handover and transportation. I assume you've been...
Your visit request has been approved. I'll be your guide for this trip. Prisoner Hoolay, the warhead and brood lord of the Borisin abominations of abundance and the arch-nemesis of the Foxians, is responsible for 2,123 wars of aggression and count. Due to his heinous acts, he has been imprisoned in the depths of the Shackling Prison and subjected to the punishment of the forest.
No need to repeat his crimes and sentence, Your Honor. He is the greatest enemy of us Foxians.
When it comes to visiting criminals, there are rules in place to ensure your safety. I know you've heard legends about Hoolay since you were children, but your knowledge about him is likely very limited. Only the judges of the Ten Lords Commission truly know what kind of... It has been centuries since Jing Yuan, the former sword champion of the Luofu, captured Hoolay. And during all those years, we never provided him with any food. Yet he somehow managed to stay alive. The Forest of Swords, forged by the Punishment Division, is a device of intense torment, used to execute sinful abominations. Most Borisin die within 3 days in the forest. The complex rules are there because of his abnormal characteristics.
I apologize for any of...
I've given you the instructions regarding Hoolay's visitation. And please.
No, I'm not taking rent.
Then you won't be allowed.
Just swallow it already. Hoolay is like all Borisin. He can release a pheromone called lupatoxin that induces fear. Thousands of years ago, we Foxians were enslaved by the Borisin. Not because we were naturally weaker.
I understand.
I knew you were a reasonable person. Your Honor.
What is it?
No.
Here we are. Her Honor hasn't arrived yet.
Welcome, dear guests from the Express. Judge Hanya of the Interrogation. Glad to meet you again. Please allow me to express my gratitude to you again for subduing the...
Looks like while March 7th and I were clueless, You already made many friends.
Even though you and I have met before, we can't show any favor. This is not a place for ordinary mortals.
Please lead the way, Your Honor.
Please let me activate the mechanism before we all move forward. I heard the war dance is about to be held. Cloud Knight, who was the time-shore fly. Are there a lot of people in Starskiff Haven due to the war dance? Sounds amazing. Let's get going then.
Freezing.
This place is filled with the cold air from the northern peak of the polar delve. Did you hear something just now? Let me check it out. Ugh, what an eyesore. This place is packed with...
These crates.
A few days ago, the Spiritfarers received... I had a feeling there would be trouble. I heard the intelligentsia. I caught a glimpse of the mechs in those... Well, business first. Strange. I don't remember checking the containment facilities a second time.
Watch out!
Emergency! All wardens prepare for action! Emergency! All wardens prepare for action!
What's happening here? Why are these things moving on their own? Something is wrong. The guards aren't responding. This thing is going wild. Looks like a Borisin.
Looks like we're on our own.
Timed. Fail to send you. Indestructible.
Forget you!
Stand down and I'll spare.
Taking damage.
A blade of moonlight. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Good. The loss. That paradise paradise may be unreachable, savor it in my place. Fail to send you.
Turn out your butt. Yeah.
Lance at the ready.
Ready for...
I will dispatch you by myself.
Abnormal. Shut it down.
How is this even possible? The spirit...
It's just like what happened in the Artisanship Commission before. The Alchemy Commission members examined these things showing up in the
A prison break.
and whoever delivered these goods clearly wanted them to go through the Xianzhou's strict inspection process.
If these things already started to end, to make things worse, another group of... and the prisoner they came to visit might be the target. Here we are.
Have we arrived already, Your Honor?
I've given you the diagrams for lighting the lanterns. Please take a look. The path is open. Once we descend to the bottom of the prison, please do not do anything reckless. Inside the delve behind this door is the greatest enemy of the Foxians, Hoolay. According to custom, envoys from the Yaoqing visit the Xian, even though the Ten Lords Commission sentenced Hoolay to the Forest of Swords, suffering every day for the rest of his life. Unfortunately, for the past 7 centuries, they've had to return disappointed.
If we can use his toxin to create medicine, could you be the key to a cure for the General?
And once again, the envoys of the Yaoqing will leave disappointed. However, I won't say the same for me.
Who's there?
I'm just a humble counselor of the...
Wardens, intruders on the lowest level! Send reinforcements!
Nobody will hear you here. Thank you for opening up the prison for us, Your Honor. We'll take it from here.
No wonder I kept smelling that familiar.
We mustn't let these abominations get any closer! Detestable things. There are too many of them.
Once we were inside the Shackling Prison, we found souls failing for us everywhere.
Forward!
It's just a tweener massage. Let's add more seasoning.
Unworthy of my...
I will dispel the fight. Be set.
I'm on guard.
Tedious, fleeting light, roaring flood. A blade of moonlight.
I suggest you surrender now. Of course, I'll still kill you all. But I promise it'll be swift.
That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it in my place.
I still prefer adding...
Nowhere to run! All will be revealed. In lunar flame!
How presumptuous! Die now!
Leave if you can, Moze.
It's not time yet.
I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal? Better to make no... Turn up the heat.
Ready for death!
Indestructible. Attack. Let me in.
Damaged.
Fail to send you. That paradise may be unreachable. Savor it in my place.
Guard the gate! They can't be allowed in!
Been a long time, boy. Welcome back.
How many times has the old verdant home spun around since our last
Oh, great Hoolay! nemesis of the Foxians, and it's been at least
7 centuries. 7 centuries have passed.
I've been commanded to release you from this cursed prison. It is Senjaya's will.
Since you have...
My brothers and I will lock down this prison, trapping the prison guard, the rest of my crew, who are undercover like me, will secure the vessels for our escape. Originally, I intended to carry out the plan tomorrow, but they're planning to
What a reckless plan, you idiot!
But we have no other choice. The angel serving under the Master of Immortality sent me with a Every one of my crew is ready to lay... Well then, my lord, we should...
Before we go...
My lord, do you seriously want to don this...
You idiot. Greatness...
As you wish, my...
Is that
No, he's an envoy from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. I plead you...
Madam Hanya, the wardens in all areas are regrouping. And to make things worse, those iron wolves...
Let's preserve our strength and first take...
Just a short time ago, the nether key mechanism was activated. It was
We mustn't let that vile beast...
We've gathered all the prison guards who can still...
Go!
Those intruders are quite bold. They must have been planning this for quite a while.
Indeed. But Borisin tend to favor direct and aggressive. Let's focus on the current situation right now. Please help me.
What's the fastest way to the bottom?
We'll have to bend the rules.
Prisoners must remain in place in a phase...
By decree of the 10 Lords, all prison breakers and intruders shall be apprehended, dead or alive.
Yes, ma'am!
Hold your position here.
Yes, ma'am.
We need a few tools if we want to reach the bottom quickly. Follow me to the next floor. The path is cut off. Someone must have altered the mechanism. No matter. It'll just require a bit more work to get through. Welcome back, sister.
Now is not the time for jokes. This Cycrane can't...
Sister.
One of the Yaoqing messengers escaped?
Besides the Borisin, they're...
Invisible intruders? Do me a favor, sister. Make sure you deliver the news to...
I understand.
Time is running out, Miss Hanya. If we keep delaying, those Borisin will escape from the prison.
All right. If we happen to come across that Yaoqing messenger who got away,
No. Stopping Hoolay should probably be our top priority.
Wait! Something feels off. Something's approaching us. Watch your back!
These abominations aren't prisoners from this prison.
Come feast your eyes! It's never too early! For a happy new year!
Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
Unworthy of my time. Fleeting light, roaring flood.
A blade's edge, your end approaches. Make good the loss.
Serious, huh?
Time to go on the offensive.
Unworthy of my time. A blade of moonlight.
The prison management on the Luofu is truly concerning.
Who are you?
Aren't you looking for me?
Nowhere to run.
Just focus on the fight.
Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward! Merciful Medicus!
That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it in my place.
Turn out your pocket, you!
Make good the loss. Fail to send you.
I'm on guard.
Too little.
Secret of the Saints.
Not strange.
Forget your wallet, baby!
Fleeting light, roaring flood.
I will dispatch you by my soldiers. That paradise may be unreachable for savor it in my place.
A blade of moonlight.
Fail to send your mortality.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
The prison. Is that so? At least 2 different groups of intruders infiltrated here. The wolf cut their hiding technique. It's pretty similar to the wind man. Well, never mind if you don't have any clues. I'm Moze. My friend fell into the prison on the...
Thank you for your help, Mr. Moze.
No, you can do nothing for him.
Your friend is in Hoolay's clutches, and you're just going to...
Look, I'm the Yaoqing General's guard, not his. I don't know how you think. Listen up. I've been tracking these fugitives, and I know the worst-case scenario. We are all killed by that giant, and the best-case scenario... No, we won't be able. The best-case scenario would be we seal the gates and hopefully... someone will eventually notice that something is...
You should have a way of comforting.
As a person of the Yaoqing, I
have to make it out alive. Yeah. We won't...
None of you are part of the Ten Lords Commission. So once we reach the gate. Now, let's...
Mere worldly possessions.
We must seal the entrance before the Borisin fugitives get out. Prison wardens and mechanisms won't be able to hold them for long. Follow me. We're almost there. The gate is just ahead. I will hold them back.
What's wrong, baby? Fortune!
Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
Come feast your eyes! It's never too early! For a happy new year!
Bleeding light, roaring flood.
A blade's at the fight is set. Make good the loss.
Abnormal.
Okay.
They're not your pocket!
I'll spare you. A blade of moonlight. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Fail to send you. That paradise may be savor it in my place.
Look at you, Wallace! Yeah!
Fracture!
My lord, we're just one step away from freedom. As we pass...
So this hostile...
He's getting away. Do something, Jiaoqiu. It's just like the old days, you useless loser. Just do something!
Maybe this Yanqing messenger can strike a deal in exchange.
Oh, just...
I've got to make this beast. Deal. My identity, my knowledge of the Xianzhou.
Lowly.
I'm afraid you're unaware. The woman who defeated your opportunity for revenge is right.
My lord, this slave is talking nonsense.
Silence, mock talk. And you, slave. We must stay here for some time, mock talk. Now, Durans.
Stop them! For our great lord Hoolay!
Report! After we lost contact with the prisoners have revolted, and
What about the Yanqing messenger?
no news at the...
I see. General Jing Yuan, General Huaiyan. It's just as we suspected. The rise of the Ambrosial Arbor was not the end. The hand of the Ruined Legion has already sown the seeds of destruction. If this is what they want, I'm always up for a challenge. As the Marshal Special Envoy, I'll dispatch the Lawfu Cloud Knights to pursue...
Looks like the hidden dregs have finally come to the surface. And as I said before, it's time to wash them away, once and for all.
Where there are people, there is noise.